Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start this out with, I was never a fan of Sword Art Online. Yeah, sue me for that. But I just wasn't. Just something about it didn't grab me. A combination of the art style, the main character's looks, and just how the story was playing, it didn't quite grab me. So, I passed it up. So, when it came time for the games to come out, I was like, not really. So, why would I want to go there? But, playing this, kind of sorry I missed them. But, that could just be me. So, let's take a look at Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Now, from what I'm able to find, this seems to be a continuation of the game series and will be based off of the Death Gun portion of the light novel. So, just to be clear, we're playing a game in a game based on an anime based on a series of books. And yeah, that'll mess you up real hard there if you try. So, let's go ahead and get the story out of the way, because that's basically what I just covered. There are some minor deviations from the story in the book, so your choices that you make in-game will have some ramifications of what is done, how it works out in the end. So, it works better for something like that. Now, in this, you find what is known as an ARFA Type X. That stands for Artificial Financial Advisor, which is this guy right here that I've named Computor. Now, they will help you manage your money and rewards that you get from playing the game. More on that for when we get to the game portion. But, yeah, outside of that, it'll follow a series in the book. Outside of that, I don't know too much. But, from what I've read, things change enough in the story, as I said, that it'll feel like a unique experience for people who have read the books, and for people who haven't read them, you'll get a good experience. So, let's go ahead and move into the art style, which, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not a huge fan of, but I can understand it. I mean, like I say, Sword Art Online never really appealed to me that hard, but I can absolutely understand why people enjoyed it. And if you enjoy the art style in the series, you'll enjoy the art style here. It's basically the same, just put in a 3D movement space. So, kudos to the designers, I should say. It feels like it's Sword Art Online. For better and for worse in that statement, but still. Now, oh god. I'm down. Crud. Okay. Now, as far as this goes, you get to make your own character, and you get to make, would you get me up, idiot? Thank you. Now, you get to make your own character, and you get to make your little AI partner there. And from there, the customization isn't deep exactly, but it's okay. I would say it's on par with Monster Hunter. Just got... Oh, crud! Man, that sharpshooter is a real sharpshooter. Anyway, but yeah, you get to go through and you get to level up your character, and with that, I guess let's go ahead and get into the focus of the game itself, because this is kind of where I have a lot of cons for it. The game is a third-person shooter RPG, which focuses way heavier on the RPG portion rather than the third-person shooter. Not to say that the shooting tactics are bad or wrong, but they can feel a little loose. And normally this wouldn't be something I would pick on, but seeing as how we're already several games into the idea of a third-person RPG shooter. I mean, just look at Mass Effect. It was almost pitch perfect by the time its series came to a conclusion, and I'm not counting Andromeda, so don't come at me on that. But, again, it's a minor nitpick, but it's one that kind of gets to me. One of the others, there is no English translation. So, if you're somebody who is a dub person for anime, I'm afraid you're just going to have to be stuck with the subtitled versions. Which is kind of odd, because it gives you the option to create your character with their own voice, but all you're going to hear is them shouting things in Japanese and without subtitles, like just a few moments ago. So, unless you actually do speak Japanese, good luck. And when you create your little side person there, you only get the one voice for him or her. So, I hope you like enthusiastic, young-sounding Japanese people yelling a lot. Which, hey, if you can get by that, all power to you. It's not a huge hang-up, and it doesn't ruin anything, but still, it's one of those things that just kind of reminds me that companies don't like to play well with each other when they try and have a cross-property. The only thing I can really think of is this game is owned by Bandai Namco versus the dub, which is under the control of Funimation, which is currently under the control of Sony. So, not really sure what a good remedy would be there. Ah, crap. More. Oh god, they're level 14. They've gone up. Get away, get away, get away. So, okay, I'm going to try and make this quick. The big draw of this actually comes in the form of your little friend there that you find. They're an artificial intelligence that you can send into the game world while you're not playing, and your friends can take with you, or you can send out just as random envoy. Now, yes, okay. I know that didn't sound like a big deal, but it kind of is kind of cool. I like the idea of being able to have essentially my friends play with my characters while I'm not able to if they want, and vice versa. I can get their characters to come help me in a game. Come on, you. Now, that's not to say that there's not... There we go. I would hesitate to say issues with it, but it can be a bit of a slog once you try and understand how the game gets fully involved. But nothing that's too big you can't get the hang of eventually. So, not a huge problem there. Oh god. That's hurting. Okay. I didn't mean to hit that, I meant to... just gotta... Okay, I'm just gonna mow these guys down then. So, when you are playing, you can team up with your friends if you want, and you can try and take on monstrous hordes like this, or you can just play with your friend, play by yourself, and you can just play with a bunch of NPCs. And, not to sound antisocial, but I really like the sound of that. It means that I'm not limited to having to find multiple people to try and take on large-scale projects. And that even... Oh, crap! Well, that did not work out as I planned. And that even eventually I can take on larger-scale stuff by myself if I wanted to, so... Man, it is hard to hit them. If you hit the character, you can sometimes... Crud. Well, I guess that's it. You can sometimes collect an item off of them. Like right there, if I had some friends online, I could take them in with me, and we could go through that area together. And that's a really interesting idea for this. Now, what few things I have listed that are problems. The game within a game can turn a lot of people off. The sub versus the dub can turn a lot of people off. And if you start multiplying all those together, I can see where that would turn a lot of people off to this game. Man, I said that a lot lately. But that being said, if you do like what you see here, I strongly recommend at least giving this game a rental. But, as always, that is my opinion. What did you guys think? Did you like it? Did you not? Did you play it? Or do you think I completely and totally misrepresented this thing? Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure, and if you enjoyed this video, to give it a like and share it around, or give a subscription if you really like it. That being said, we'll see you back here next time, everybody. Later.